Okay, so you've got this hooked onto a table leg. The dog is on your right side. And now it's not quite the same, but all I want you to do is practice envisioning. You know, like an athlete, you envision what your goal is. You want to envision the dog beside you and having a talk with him when you're turning. And all I want you to do, practice your arm position, leash grip, hand position with the leash. And I like to stack them just for comfort so that you get used to doing this. Drop, pick it up. Drop, pick it up.
Okay.
Just get used to that feeling.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And you can do that while
then
you're watching.
It becomes intuitive.
Exactly. So that you do it without even, like my Malinois is 8. He's well trained in this, and I still walk this way. But I'll walk a little. I keep my hands here. I just walk naturally. But when I'm ready to have a conversation with him, I usually don't have to. But ultimately, if I need to, if he sees a squirrel, he starts to tighten up. I just drop it, and then he looks at me, and we keep going. So you can, if you want to move with it, you can start walking, and he starts to tighten up. Here's the other thing: if he lags behind and he tightens up, the leash tightens. People tend to want to go like that and pull him. I want you to do this. So he goes, oh right, sorry. It's an interrupter. That's really what it's supposed to be, an interrupter.
That's completely different than most people and myself would have
thought. It's contrary, but it works like a charm if you work it. And yes, there might be times when he says, I don't care, and boom, he hits the end. But you just anchor, and you don't try to pull because that's emotion. If you anchor and he hits the end, and I call it learns to fly, he goes up in the air and he hits the ground and he stands up and kind of shakes his head and he looks at you and you go, good boy, because you didn't do it, he did it. This is all about making the dog accountable. And that's what, yet we help him with the conversation. We are not trying to control him. We are trying to connect with him through conversation.
Okay.
That's my approach.
No, makes sense.
Okay?
Yeah, that's completely counter to what I would have thought. But it makes sense.
And you practice this. First of all, we're going to get the rhythm going in here. Then you practice in your yard. You can still go on your trails and do all the stuff that you're doing, but to get the refinement, you practice where there's no distractions to start with.
Well, I got a fully fenced backyard, 2
Perfect.
acres.
Yeah. Yeah. So you practice it all back there and in the basement. And then as when he basically is looking at you all the time, and he's not snappy like a Doberman or a German Shepherd, but he's going to be looking at you to see where the next move is because he doesn't want to pay this price.
Right. Then
you can go to your front yard. And then you just you gradually elevate the distractions, but you master each level of distraction before you push it. You don't jump from the backyard to downtown. You've got to build it because particularly with him, you're building his confidence. Okay?
Well, he needs that for sure.
Yeah. And this helps him understand. It's clarity. It helps him understand what the rules are. So let's wrap this up. Do you have any questions?
No,
that's kind of a lot.
I think I just have to get used to the routine of that.
That's right.
I think you're right. Doing it in the house, it becomes intuitive then.
Yeah, and you can sit on the couch and just practice with the leash. Just drop and pick it up, drop and pick it up. That's so that it is natural. You got something there, bud? I'm going to move these over to the side, okay? Yep. Okay. You'll be fine. The thing to remember, and I've had dogs like this before, is once he comes into his own and gets comfortable in his own skin, watch out.